What is good, YouTube? Warstu here, and in today's video we're continuing our coverage on the Kaiju MonsterVerse Godzilla X Kong. The New Empire trailer has finally been dropped. So in this video we're going to break it down, we're going to correlate it to the plot leaks, and I'm going to tell you exactly what is going on. So if you are new around, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Kaiju, MonsterVerse, Marvel, DC, pop culture based content that I try to cover on a daily basis. If you could, subscribe to the channel. Also, if you could consider becoming a channel member for less than 99p. Also, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. And if you could, check us out on Twitter, WarstuG. So, before we get into today's video, which is a trailer breakdown, going to town on the new trailer, a quick message from today's video sponsor. So, the people over from FandomHome sent me out their latest set, which is the ET set from the world-famous classic cult movie. But they also offer so much more than that. You can also build your own Iron Man. You can also build your own Batmobile if you're a DC fan. If you're a Star Wars fan, you can build your own Millennium Falcon. They also do the Transformer. They also do the Optimus Prime from Transformers, so on and so forth. There is such a wide range on their website. So the ET model is their most advanced model which I've ever seen. They sent me out. It's pretty easy to build. It comes on a monthly basis and it's huge. It's 65 centimeters tall, which is freaking insane. Also has sound effects from the actual movie, so you can reenact some of the scenes if you want. There's also a light in the ET's ring finger and chest. The eyes even move. The attention to detail is insane. It's extendable and has a retractable neck just like in the movie. It's even remote control, which is insane. Each month you receive a new part to build upon until it's finished. You may also receive some free gifts with your subscription. So if you do want to check it out, go to the link below. Also use my personal code Warstu, which will be down in the link below as well. So thank you very much to today's video sponsor, FandomHome. Right, did you like this trailer? This trailer was insane. 3 minutes. There's so many money shots. But the biggest thing they've done is they've kind of dumbed down the movie, because a lot of the feedback was saying it was very childish, very bombastic. I'm not saying they've gone more in the direction of Godzilla -1, but they've definitely made some changes, because the tone of this trailer was very more serious. So yes, this trailer does confirm everything I've said. And yes, careful spoilers, because you know how we run here, but we won't break it down yet. But yeah, this trailer does reveal so much. So did you like the trailer? We even get to see Scar King and Kong smashing it together in a fight quite early on in the trailer. So the trailer opens up with the pyramids that we briefly seen in the first trailer. Then we get a voiceover saying, for centuries there was harmony. Then we see Kong busting out of the sinkhole with the beast glove already on. It's worth saying, trailers are all over the place. There's shots from the start of the movie, the end of the movie, and they keep flicking between scenes, so it's pretty interesting. Then we see Godzilla in the sea. The Titans were the guardians of nature, and the great apes became the protector of humanity. And then we get some overlays of Godzilla and Kong throughout this part of the trailer. Then we see Jia, or Jaya, I'm not really sure how you say it. New footage, 1:13, a very high-pitched noise ring. And you should slow the trailer down here. Massive monologue that foreshadows something is coming. We even see Mothra in Gia's eye. You literally have to put, I'll put a picture over the top. It's definitely Mothra. We see Godzilla, looks like he's going nuclear pulse mode. Then we see a huge scene that lasts for literally a split second of Scar King and Kong going in at each other. Then we see a city fight. Shimu, Godzilla, Kong, Scar King smashing each other. Yo, Warstu, grab a picture. I'll put it up now. It's not very clear, but they've done this on purpose, because it's not like they've revealed Shimu massively and Mothra, but they've basically shown you that they are in the movie, but you do have to kind of slow it down. If you follow me on Twitter, WarstuG, I would have posted the image already. But yeah, we get a full-fledged look at Shimu, but it's technically not an official reveal, but we do see them. So they're destroying a city just like Godzilla and Kong did back in 2021. Then we see Scar King eyes, which kind of look like Shimu's eyes in a way when the monologue stops. Then Gia wakes up. I'm scared. Something is wrong with me. Obviously, Jaya's doing sign language to Dr. Andrews. Then Dr. Andrews does a voiceover saying, we've discovered a signal. And this is a shot from the first trailer. I can feel it. Kong, we see a shot of Kong. He's not in Hollow Earth. Godzilla's in the sea. He roars. He looks like he's about to do the atomic breath, but he doesn't do it. And then Dr. Andrews says to Trapper, I thought you'd never ask, do you want to go on an adventure? So they're going to go down to Hollow Earth, which is cool. They're going to jump down, and Trapper goes to Bernie, try not to swallow your tongue, and he's like, what? And then we get a crazy kind of traversing sound wave scene of them jumping down to Hollow Earth. We get to see Bernie going, Mini Kong, it's Suku, and he's beating his chest, and Dr. Andrews says, it's not just a signal, it's a call for war. Now, this is cool because we never really got to see this in the first trailer. We get to see all the other apes and gorillas, if you like, and orangutans in the same sequence before Scar King and Kong get into a massive fist fight. The apes are literally chanting, they're grunting, they're pounding on the floor. Scar King roars. Scar King appears to have generals in his army. Literally looks like that. Yeah, I overlay images. I try to. The other apes are scared of him. You can see it. We see Suku literally making noises. He's so cute. Scar King and Kong fight for the first time, but Kong doesn't back down. Why should he? He's the freaking king after all. We finally see Scar King's whiplash, and that whiplash is so big it can pick up buildings. Like, it's insane how big the whiplash is. No wonder it can control Shimu. So Kong catches the whiplash, but I'm not saying it's 100% happens, but it appears to rip out Kong's tooth. Now, there is a rumor, not a leak. I mean, technically it's on the leak, but there's a rumor that Kong gets a silver tooth, and that is Scar King kind of takes the out of him for it. But Trapper is technically a dentist. Then we get a scene that says, what is this? And it's Trapper saying this, and it's a first look at Shimu. We see the eyes glowing. Like I say, they don't technically reveal them properly, but we do see it. Kong looks concerned. And the CGI and VFX in this scene is insane because you can see the motion capture must have been on for this. You can see the facial expression change. I'm not saying he's scared, but he looks very concerned. Then we see Shimu's eyes glowing. Him, we don't know the gender. Is there two Shimus? We don't know. Then we see Kong with his axe, and he has to get the axe to stop Shimu's ice blast beam, which apparently caused the Ice Age and froze King Ghidorah, and potentially this is how Kong breaks his arm and how he needs the Beast Glove later in the movie. Bernie says, Kong can't stop him on his own. Dr. Andrews, he won't be alone. Enter Godzilla, roaring, charging noise, although that he's not actually charging, it's just a noise. And then we see the sequence from the first trailer when Kong and Godzilla running side by side, and everyone kind of trolled it. I don't actually understand why. Rise together. The scene looks more polished than ever before. And then we see Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, and we see the famous Christ the Redeemer, the Jesus Christ statue that's famous in Brazil. And in the background of this, we see the beat is frozen over by Shimu. Another quick montage. The last time those two met up, it was almost the end of Kong. And you Kong fans are going to get triggered, but it literally was nearly the end of Kong. Bernie says, Trapper, they don't have to... Okay, he doesn't say Trapper. He's talking to Trapper. They don't have to like each other. They just have to work together. So it is a buddy cop movie in the way that Adam Wingard described it. Scar King on the beach, roaring. You can see Shimu's ice blast, essentially. Then we get the money shot. Kong punching Scar King in the face. And if I've taken the image right, or if I've inserted the right clip, you should see Suku is there as well. Kong actually punches out Scar King's tooth, and yes, this is in a plot leak as well. So like I keep saying, guys, I've already told you the whole movie, but it looks so much better than what I read. Skips to a scene where we see planes firing explosives or some kind of weaponry at Godzilla, and he goes nuclear pulse, and it's blue. And then Dr. Andrews says to Bernie, we've made some minor augmentations. Kong gets a Beast Glove, and we see it freaking charges up with electric. Like I say, these scenes aren't in place, because the first scene in the trailer, you already had the Beast Glove. So we see it does charge up. Back to the fight in the city with Scar King. This scene in the trailers are never in order. The whiplash is crazy big. He literally wrapped around a building, throws it at Kong. Jeez, once I'm going to have to bleep. But Kong punches it with the electrical charge, and it kind of dissipates. Then we get the scene from the image that they dropped with the Empire article the other day, where Kong and Godzilla are roaring at each other. And that's basically the main parts of the trailer. I think it is good that they didn't actually reveal Mothra properly, because Mothra is a pinnacle part of solving the equation of the fight, I guess you can say. But it is cool they didn't reveal Mothra properly, because there are some people that don't need to actually know that Mothra is in said movie. And they technically didn't even reveal Shimu, although they did reveal Shimu, just not properly. It depends which way you want to look at it. I mean, yes, sure, you could see Shimu, but we haven't had a proper 4K look at Shimu, because even though I've tried to get the best quality image that I will put over on that, but it's still unclear. But it is a pretty cool scene because you can see it looks like Kong is literally frozen over. Scar King's arms look ridiculously big. Now, it's really hard to get an indication of the size of Shimu, although you can actually see Shimu next to Godzilla. Shimu definitely looks a hell of a lot bigger than Godzilla, and I get what Adam Wingard tried to say the other day. We're going to see a lot of different interpretations of Godzilla. What he actually means is there's going to be a lot of classical callbacks to older Godzilla movies and kind of fighting styles and things that he did. He doesn't literally mean there's going to be like 6 different Godzillas in the movie, although I would say Scar King appears to be bigger than Kong, but not really. In some scenes, Scar King looks a lot bigger than Kong, but when they're fighting, actually down in Hollow Earth, and Dr. Andrews like, it's not a signal, it's a call for war. Scar King and Kong actually look the same size. Now, I know I'm not saying that, but I literally did just say that because I know there are some YouTube channels that do comprehensive videos of the size of Kong, Godzilla, Shimu, Scar King, etc. But when they're actually in a fight, when they're actually, fist to fist, they literally look the same size, although you don't actually get they literally look the same size, but in some sequences, Scar King looks a lot bigger than Kong, and it's really hard to see how much bigger Shimu is than Godzilla because we don't really get a clear image. And yeah, plot leaks fully confirmed, but that doesn't ruin anything because you've got to see it play out. And this trailer is so much better than I thought it was going to be. Maybe they've toned down the childlike bombastic part from the first test screener. They've definitely changed a lot of stuff, which is good. But pretty much everything in the plot leak video that I'll put over the top right now and at the card at the end of the video, you can literally see everything playing out how I said it would. It is cool that we do get to see Mothra, that we do kind of get to see Shimu. Godzilla X Kong also revealed a new poster for the movie. It looks much better than the original one. I didn't like the original one. They also updated the banner on their Twitter page and on their Facebook page and a lot of other places. It looks much better. It says rise together or fall above. It actually looks like they've put some effort into it. Godzilla he doesn't look happy, he looks scary. They've tried to make Kong and Godzilla both look scary. So that's it for the trailer breakdown. We will be doing another video later this week where I'm going to compare it in full depth to the plot leak to exactly what we've seen in the trailer, but this will make the video far too long. If you could support your boy and go check out FandomHome, the video sponsor. The ET toy is absolutely insane. So like always, guys, become a channel member for less than 99p. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know exactly what you thought of said trailer. And if you can, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram at Warstu. Follow us on Twitter, WarstuG. And I will catch you in another video, guys, very soon. Catch you later.